Hello and welcome back to She of HR. So ideally just came up with a daily vlogs. मैंने सोचा मैं daily vlogs करना शुरू करती हूँ. So wanted to tell you that I'm reading this book, My Life in Full by Indra Nooyi. One of the biggest and one of the best books I have read till now. It's a journey about a CEO. I mean how a female employee became a CEO. It's about her journey. मैं ये पूरा रीडिंग एक्सपीरियंस आई एम गोना रिकॉर्ड इट एंड मुझे बहुत सारी चीज़ें शेयर करनी है. मेरे प्रोफेशन के रिलेटेड भी काफ़ी चीज़ें हैं. आई एम एन HR बाय प्रोफेशन. So there are many things which as an HR also I can understand what she went through. So I will explain everything in this reading journey and stay tuned. जो आपने लास्ट क्लिप देखी वो काफ़ी दिनों पहले की थी. तब से लेकर अब तक ये बुक मैंने 124 पेज तक पहुंची हूँ. वेर इन दिस बुक इज़ अबाउट, आई मीन हाउ मेनी पेजेस आई टेल यू, 313, that exclude that because it contains notes as well. 309 pages की बुक है ये. एंड अब तक आई हैव रीच टू पॉइंट वेर आई एम इन 124 पेज. एंड मैंने इस पर लिख के रखे हैं व्हाट आर माई आइडियाज़, व्हाट आई फील. एंड मैं भूल गई पेन लेना, बट अभी मैं पेन लेकर आती हूँ अंदर से. सो व्हाट आई एम डूइंग इज आई एम जस्ट आई डोंट नो, हाँ नाउ यू कैन सी. सो मैं अंडरलाइन कर रही हूँ वॉट एवर आई फील दैट इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट एंड इंदिरा नूई की स्टोरी आई कैन रिलेट टू माई लाइफ एज वेल बिकॉज एक फीमेल एम्प्लॉई किस किस सिचुएशन से जाती है वो सब it's mentioned here. This is a spoiler video. I mean, if you haven't read the book and still you want to go ahead, then it's on your risk because Indra Nooyi को कौन नहीं जानता. She was the CEO and Pepsi chairman and CEO of PepsiCo. And PepsiCo हर एक की ड्रीम कंपनी है. It's one of the dream companies to work with. It's my dream companies as well. So मुझे ये बुक काफ़ी टाइम से पढ़नी भी थी. And since I was procrastinating, बहुत टाइम हो गया अब मुझे, like 20-25 days हो गया when I have started reading this book and I haven't yet finished it. So with you all, let's finish reading this. Up tak there are certain things which I have taken away with me. There are learnings which I have taken away with me. I'll just share it with you. I am just मैंने ना एक चीज़ यहाँ पे underline करी हुई है. I'll just share it with you. There's a line here which Indra Nooyi says that if I feel that I can help make something better, if I feel that I can help make something better, then I cannot stop myself from jumping in. I have a deep sense of duty and find it very hard to say no if someone asks for help. I love my family dearly, but this inner drive to help wherever I can certainly has taken a lot of time away from them, much to their dismay. I sometimes wish I were wired differently. And below that line, I have written, I feel the same. So many instances. Now, she has just written one instance on her book. But मेरे पास इतने सारे instances होते हैं. Adhockly, now I am working in TCS of course. But आई एम लीविंग. मैं नोटिस पीरियड में हूँ. आई हैव, अब मैंने बोल दिया ये राज मैं कब से छुपाने की कोशिश कर रही थी आप लोगों से, बट इवेंचुअली मैं वीडियो बनाने वाली थी इस पर. ओके, कमिंग बैक टू द पॉइंट. when during this 3.5 years of my tenure in my work life in this organization, बहुत सारे instances आए where my family needed me, where रात रात भर बैठ के I used to work. कभी कोई न्यू जॉइनर को कुछ दिक्कत आ गई, आई वॉज द फर्स्ट पर्सन टू स्टेप इन एंड हेल्प देम. कभी उनसे कुछ नहीं हो रहा तो मैं उनकी हेल्प कर देती थी. मुझे तो मेरी एक कलीग बुलाती भी है हनुमान. आई वॉज हनुमान फॉर देम. सो इवेंचुअली कभी कभी ऐसे लगता है कि अगर मैं आउट ऑफ कर्टेसी हेल्प नहीं करती या आउट ऑफ कर्टेसी अगर मैं कोई प्रोजेक्ट नहीं लेती तो शायद मैं अपनी फैमिली को ज़्यादा टाइम दे सकती. बट सिंस आई एम स्टिल सिंगल आई स्टिल हैव टाइम. मैं अभी यूट्यूब भी आई एम रिकॉर्डिंग, आई एम फिल्मिंग वीडियोज एज वेल, आई एम डूइंग इंस्टाग्राम कॉन्टेंट एज वेल. सो स्टिल सिंस आई एम सिंगल मैं टाइम दे पा रही हूँ. बट अगर यही चीज़ अगर मैं मैरिड होती तो शायद मैं नहीं दे पाती. सो मेनी इंस्टेंसेस वेर आई फील जहाँ पे हमारी ड्यूटी नहीं होती है ना तो भी हम वी स्टेप इन एंड हेल्प देम. Similarly, now if you haven't went through my website, just go and check it out, www.sheofhr.com, where I have started giving services to you all. It's a new venture. I mean, बोलते ना, एक न्यू चीज़ शुरू की है. Just go and check it out. उसकी डिटेल्स मैं एक सेपरेट वीडियो में दूंगी, पक्का दूंगी. So that's what, the I can relate to this book. And also एक और लाइन है जहाँ पे I have written, this is my perspective towards that particular paragraph: with every successful woman there is a supportive family. And Indra Nooyi was so blessed, is so blessed of course, कि उसके फादर इन लॉ ने उसको खुद बोला था शादी के बाद, when she arrived at a point, and everyone arrives to a point where हमें एज अ फीमेल चूज़ करना पड़ता है कि हम फैमिली देखें, चिल्ड्रन, shall we look after our children and quit our jobs, or we should be able to handle both. And his father-in-law, her father-in-law said to her, don't quit your job, never ever quit your job. And then I felt कि इन-लॉज हो तो ऐसे, you know जो सपोर्ट करे एक फीमेल को टू गो हेड विद अ करियर ऑल्सो, बिकॉज हमें भी करियर बनाना है यार. आई मीन एवरीवन इज एम्बिशियस नाउ-अ-डेज. So I feel behind every successful woman there is a family, there is a supportive family. So that's one of the biggest undertaking बोल सकते हो या learning बोल सकते हो. I took it, मैं लिख के रखे literally. I'll show you how I have written. And I feel if you want to read non-fiction books, of course this is a non-fiction. See, this is how I have written. See, I ये अभी उल्टा दिख रहा होगा, बट आई जस्ट वॉन्टेड टू शो यू कि हाउ आई राइट. मैं कोई भी ब्लैंक स्पेस के ऊपर और लिख देती हूँ वट एवर आई फाइंड लर्निंग. सो लेट्स, मैं 6 मिनट से बात कर रही हूँ अभी. सो लेट मी स्टार्ट रीडिंग. Now I am on page 140, and so far this book is so interesting. And one more thing I got to know, that Indra Nooyi graduated from IIM, and since she graduated from one of the top institutes of MBA, obviously she got first. I mean, but she started her jobs from जो career phase था उसका. She started her career journey from small organizations only, but she was into marketing. And majorly if we talk about marketing as a profession, CEOs जो होते हैं, they are basically from marketing background. Why? Because they know exactly what business needs. How पैसा कैसे आएगा corporates में, how will business come into organizations. That's what is main, the brain mind. So first challenge, it was given to her about sanitary pads. Now the way I am speaking to you all in terms of sanitary pads, वो टाइम पे 1980s टाइम पे उतना नहीं था अवेयरनेस. एंड प्लस यू नो इतना ओपनली हम बात नहीं करते थे ये सारी चीज़ों के बारे में. एंड शी वॉज गिवन अ चैलेंज दैट शी हैज़ टू develop a marketing strategy, as into how will she market sanitary pads. And that was her first difficult project where she came across marketing of sanitary pads. And वो पूरा उसने जर्नी she has explained in this book, as into how did she made a strategy, and how did she did PR promotions, and how advertising strategy took place. And उसके बाद she changed her jobs. And first thing is, even I have learned कि एक ही ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में टिके रहने से आपकी सैलरी नहीं बढ़ती. एंड अगर आप रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ले रहे हो, सो इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि आपकी सैलरी भी इंक्रीज हो. अगर नहीं हो रही है तो यू हैव टू लुक आउट फॉर ऑल्टरनेटिव्स, और यू नीड टू change your job. Of course, हो सकता है your manager is very good, but manager के अच्छे होने के साथ साथ you need to have a better pay as well when it comes to your job role. So many और बहुत ये बुक में एक बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट है कि शी यूज टू हैव प्रॉपर कनेक्ट विथ हर बॉसेस, विथ हर मैनेजर्स। जो भी मैनेजर के साथ इंदिरा नूई वर्क विथ, शी लिटरली हैड अ पर्सनल कनेक्ट. She understood what problems are we as an organizations are facing, and she tried to implement her brain to develop a strategy to solve the problem. So bosses के साथ बैठ करके she used to brainstorm, and this is what learning she got. And she always focused on learning. She never focused on she always focused on solving the problem whatever which is faced by the organization. And hence even I feel by this book, even मैंने भी अपने जो भी 5 years का experience है into HR, मैं भी यही करती हूँ. when it comes to a problem, आई सी ये प्रॉब्लम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन लेवल पे कैसे अफेक्ट कर रही है, एंड अगर सोल्यूशन दे भी रही हूँ, इफ आई एम सजेस्टिंग अ सोल्यूशन दैट शुड actually be effective at the organization level. And when you talk about organization level, every factor including cost, including people, everything needs to be uh, taken in mind when you take a solution. So बहुत beautiful book है. I have reached to 140 page, and आई एम होपिंग कि मैं आज ये ख़त्म कर लूँ. आई होप मैं ख़त्म करूँ, एंड मैं आपको फाइनल रिव्यू ऑफ दिस बुक डेफिनेटली दूँगी, डेफिनेटली इन दिस वीडियो. हेलो, दिस इज़ द नेक्स्ट डे. कल जब मैंने फ़िल्म किया था तब था सैटरडे, एंड आज है संडे. सो आई एम स्टिल रीडिंग द बुक. आई एम ऑन पेज नंबर 182, एंड बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं विच आई वॉन्टेड टू डिस्कस विथ यू ऑल. सो मैंने बोला मैं आई जस्ट डू अ बिट ऑफ टॉकिंग. सो when Indra Nooyi joined PepsiCo, and she has shared her journey from an employee, starting from an employee to the president of PepsiCo. अब तक मैं वो वाले पार्ट पे पहुंची हूँ जहाँ पे she has been appointed as a president of PepsiCo, of course. And so वो like what I was reading and what I felt is there are certain problems which she has discussed also in the book, as well as of course main problem in HR department is also mentioned, which I feel is completely relatable, because even I face such situations where the department doesn't highlight it to the senior management. तो हैं कुछ कुछ चीज़ें, एंड वो इम्प्रूव भी हो जाएंगी. सो कमिंग बैक, यहाँ पे शी हैज़ जस्ट डिस्क्राइब्ड कि sometimes she used to feel like a punching bag with everyone's troubles attributed to my being a top executive at PepsiCo. So this is because why she wrote this line, I'll tell you. Because हालांकि उसके पास पावर था, she had power in the corporate world, but when she wanted to give this good news that she has been appointed as a president of PepsiCo to her mother, what her mother said to her? Listen to me. You may be president or whatever of PepsiCo, but when you come home, you are a wife and a mother and a daughter. Nobody can take your place. So you leave the crown in your own garage. These sentences what was told by Indra Nooyi's mother to Indra Nooyi. And this is what my mom also tells me, honestly. So those who don't know, I'm an HR recruiter, and since we are at a position where we make decisions whether to take that candidate, don't take that candidate, we judge, we are constantly judging. हमारे 10 घंटे की जॉब में हम कॉन्स्टेंटली जज ही कर रहे हैं, कभी हमारे कलीग्स को, कभी कैंडिडेट्स को, समवेयर वी आर जजिंग ऑलवेज. So whenever I come home and whenever I share this to mama is like, leave your HR things in your office. You are our daughter, you are our only child, and you are a responsibility. So I mean, I was able to completely relate to this. And also she has always said, as Indra Nooyi often says, being a mom is a full-time job, being a wife is a full-time job, and being an executive is more than a full-time job. And when she used to feel so helpless, ki, when she used to speak with Tara and Preetha, they are two daughters of her, and when she used to speak, तो कभी कभी वो, कभी कभी क्या, मेजोरिटी टाइम पे वो स्कूल नहीं जा पाती थी बिकॉज ऑफ her वर्क कमिटमेंट्स. मेनी अ टाइम्स PTA मीटिंग्स जो होती हैं, right, that was missed by her because her schedule was completely occupied by her work responsibilities. And the kids, kids of course they think कि मम्मी मुझे टाइम ही नहीं दे रही है. No, so this is also is what is described in this book, where she actually has faced this issue as well. you know she has written here, I often felt that even as I was gaining influence and power in the corporate world, I was failing my family because I wasn't home more. Looking back, I'm a little heartbroken that I spent so much energy worrying about this. And many a times, एक बार तो उसने अपने बच्चों को बोल भी दिया था, okay, I'm going to quit PepsiCo. My heart is with you too, and clearly it's all too much, and it will just give it up and be at home. So Tara, which is her elder daughter, she told, "No, mom, you can't quit. Dream big, mom, dream big." And this is what daughters usually do. And so many a times, whatever she has mentioned her situation, काफ़ी टाइम वो घर पे ध्यान दे ही नहीं सकती थी. शी ऑलवेज यूज टू ट्रैवल टू वॉशिंगटन, न्यूयॉर्क, सियाटल. She used to travel a lot because, of course, and one thing which I loved about her was she used to, whenever she had to sign anything, any document, she used to read those. And the documents which we give to higher levels for signing, those are like 50 पेजेस का तो मिनिमम डॉक्यूमेंट होता ही है. शी यूज टू रीड इट ऑल. रात को बैठ के शी यूज टू रीड इट ऑल, एंड सुबह शी यूज टू साइन. सो दिस इज वॉट वर्क कमिटमेंट शी यूज टू गिव टू द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. सो फार मैंने इतना पढ़ा है. आई एम एट 182 पेज, and I'm still 100 pages more to go, 120 pages, because this is of 309 pages. So I think 1 घंटे में I'll complete this. Let's start reading. लो, सो मैं बहुत दिनों बाद आके आई एम व्लॉगिंग, बिकॉज बहुत सारी चीज़ें चल रही थी. मैंने एक व्लॉग में बोला भी था कि आई हैव लेफ्ट TCS. माई लास्ट वर्किंग डे इन TCS वॉज 7 सितंबर. उसके पहले ही मैंने बुक पढ़ ली थी, विच इज़ कंटिन्यूशन ऑफ दिस बुक, माई लाइफ इन फुल. एंड दैट्स द रीज़न मुझे ये बुक पढ़नी थी, बिकॉज एक एम्प्लॉय हाउ एंड मार्केटिंग, MBA in marketing person became a CEO, and this is a testimonial in itself. बहुत ब्यूटिफुल बुक है. आई लव दिस बुक. एंड कहीं ना कहीं वी ऑल्सो एस्पायर, आई एस्पायर टू बी ऑन अ लीडरशिप पोजिशन in the next 5 to 10 years, along with social media as well. I mean, along with my part-time job, which is social media, of course, where I blog, where I create content. So, I mean, when it comes to this book, Indra, Nooyi, My Life in Full, I loved this book. I love this book. Why? Because there are many instances where I used to relate it to my situations. Say, when it comes to marriage, and now when she got married and when she delivered a kid, her father-in-law was the person who told her that don't ever quit your job. In fact, he was not well. She arrived to a certain situation where her father-in-law was not well, but then too, since she had support of a father-in-law, of a mother-in-law, things went well. Although, of course, when you are aspiring positions, जैसे आप एक लीडरशिप टीम में जाते हो, आपके पास टीम आ जाती है, देन यू अराइव टू लीडरशिप पोजिशंस इन एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, बहुत सारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज आती है. कहीं ना कहीं we neglect our kids as well. I am not married, but I can relate to those situations, because at the end, after 1 2 years of after 1 or 2 years now, I have to get married, and I will be in that situation. So बहुत सारी situations है where a female, especially a working female, can relate to those instances, and I loved it. हालांकि देर एक सिचुएशन है यहाँ पे विच इज मेंशन्ड कि बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स के साथ व्हेन शी वाज हैविंग अ मीटिंग, all BOD were males and she was the female who was explaining the product, was explaining the stats of the product. And kahin na kahin she got biased answers as well. She has discussed this in book. But she spoke up. It is very important. When I joined TCS, I was literally bullied. I will not take names or what, but first 1 year I was bullied. Then later on I realized I should have spoke up. मैंने मेरी मैनेजर को बताना चाहिए था, तो आगे चल के वो उनकी और हिम्मत नहीं बढ़ती. That's my fault. And of course I feel that if you're facing any kind of situation where you feel you are bullied by any person within the organization, no matter what, just report it to your manager. It's very important that we speak up for ourselves. हम खुद के लिए नहीं स्टैंड लेंगे तो और कोई थोड़ी ना खड़ा रहेगा. That's the basic principle. So coming to this book, I love this book, and I will rate 5 out of 5 stars. um, do read this book. बहुत ब्यूटीफुल बुक है, एंड मुझे पता ही नहीं चला कि इट्स अ नॉन फिक्शन. बहुत ब्यूटीफुल बुक है, एंड आई हैव नो वर्ड्स. Definitely read this book, and definitely deserves 5 out of 5 stars. Let me know if you want me to create such reading vlogs, and also let me know if you want me to make a vlog on why I left TCS, where I am joining, how recession is affecting job switch. Do let me know if you want a vlog. वैसे मैं बनाने तो वाली हूँ इस बारे में, but do let me know if you're really interested to watch that vlog. Comment करके बताइएगा. Then um, read more books. Read patli si book if you don't have a habit of reading. Just start from a thin book. You'll eventually grow. And till then, see you in my next video. I'm also traveling to Delhi, and बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. So see you until my next video, and do comment करके बताओ. Till then, like, subscribe to my channel because it's really important for me to grow in YouTube. And take care. Good luck to you. Bye bye.